I think that's one of the things that keeps those of us that have been around long enough around, is that you've always had that vision, and we've trusted that, and it's worked.
I think that he has great vision, and broad and long-range vision, and he has the patience to ride the waves that you have to ride to get to the shore.
Between that and the vision that he has brought to the 30 years that he has been here, it's, you know, this agency just would never have grown the way it has under almost any other leader.
Oh, that's part of this, what I call Tom's vision. You know, he always was light years ahead of anybody else, and being able to think of where the whole agency might go and where little pieces might fit into it, and it was just amazing.
And it reads, "Be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut General Assembly hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Tom Gullotta in recognition of your vision and leadership as CEO of the Child and Family Agency of Southeastern Connecticut."
This was like taking the family farm and sitting down at a poker table and putting it on the table as a wager that we were going to build a clinic. Now, realize there was no funding to support the clinic. There was no money to pay for the building that we were going to be building. But Marty Bird, Alva Greenberg, Hap Johnson became the committee that said, yep, we're going to do this. Pat Rogerson and the board gave their blessing, and I remember
leap
standing,
of faith.
Yeah, a huge leap of faith, standing on the foundation of the building with the review committee and painting them a picture of what this would look like.
If there were actual 2x4s.
If there were, yeah. And of
top.
course, if they were willing to fund it. If they had not funded it, it would have been
Not good.
I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Awkward.
I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Tom is the organization. When Tom started, there were 17 employees. Now, 30 years later, there are about 175 employees. When Tom started, the budget was $400,000. Now the budget is $11 million. When Tom started, there was one site to deliver services. Now there are 35 sites to deliver services in 70 towns in southeastern Connecticut and some beyond southeastern Connecticut. Close to 18,000 children a year receive services. All of that happened on Tom's watch. His commitment to children is extraordinary. It's all about children for Tom. It's not about anything else.
I think I can grant Pinocchio just one more wish.
Well, Blue Monster, you lead it. Well, then I wish for adventure.
Very well. Prove yourselves brave and unselfish, and you shall find the true meaning of adventure.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are.
I remember thinking that if you were to serve as a board chair or as a CEO, you really had to be able to articulate your vision. And Tom's vision and the auxiliary's vision and the board's vision has always been, it's about the children. And that's our mission statement. And if you look at Tom's life, it is about the children.
Tom's strong belief in supporting the children and the families filters down to all of us. By Tom staying true to the core mission, he's inspiring others to remain true to that core mission as well.
They say, you know, this is an organization that has remained faithful to its mission, to its core, that in spite of its incredible growth, it is still all about children. And that's the most important thing, and that's thanks to Tom.
I like the mission because it's a lot of fun, and all the teachers here loves us and cares for us. And I'm sad that Mr. Tom's leaving.
We all are, right?
Nevertheless, Nellie will still be here.
He'll still bring Nellie.
Nellie will still help. Yes.
And he'll still visit, right, for book auctions?
Yeah.
We'll still have book auctions.
He started the CFA book auctions in collaboration with Child and Family, and we've made a nice sum of money throughout the years on those, and it's grown. So he's got a niche for looking, like I said, outside the box.
I can't think of any other children's social service agency that publishes books, and that is all Tom.
We worked on book projects together, 19 books in 17 years, and soon it'll be 21 books. And our first book was the Encyclopedia of Primary Prevention. It was the first edition, and that was our first book together.
What really has allowed for the agency to grow to, from a budget that was under $300,000 when you arrived, to over 11 million.
Pushing 12.
Pushing 12 million currently, and we're not done. In a way that doesn't lose the culture. A lot of organizations grow that much, and the thing that makes the franchise special and self-sustaining and unique starts flying apart. And that has not happened.
He has a goal, and the goal is to do the best he can and have us all do the best we can by this agency.
I mean, people don't leave here on the management side. They stick around. Pay is probably not as high as it could be at other places, but it's more than made up for in terms of the good feeling you have about working here.
He wasn't what I had expected out of a CEO. He was friendly and funny and really, really personable, which I think is exactly part of why the culture is the way that it is here at Child and Family.
But you know, basically when we walk into a meeting, I don't want the story. My phrase is,
what's the bottom line?
Or make it so.
Make it so, right? And, you know,
Very
and
simple.
that's it,
We have
right?
a simple
Yeah, it really
system
is.
here.
And while you're doing that, do good.
His ability to simultaneously see the big picture and see political currents and anticipate the future and figure out how to position the agency so that it can both survive and thrive is pretty amazing.
He may not always be great at the details, but he has these visions and sometimes you're like, no, Tom, I don't think that's gonna work. I just don't see it. And then a week later, you're like, man, you were right. You were right again.
And who do we have standing behind us? A board of directors that is not looking at us and saying, show us profit, grind them into the ground.
If that's red ink, off it goes.
What do they say? They say, do good.
And there is a culture of Child and Family, and it's a culture of kindness and caring and thinking about the other guy.
He leads the target on situations. He's a very humane person. He cares so for his staff.
I went with him to a United Way afternoon when he wanted some of us to help say why we should have support. And Tom got up and said, you know, there's no reason not to support this organization. If you can find one, I'll give you $1.
$1996, okay.
No, this is 2014. And I've been back for 20
Don't
years.
put this on there.
No, you should.
This is why she's editing.
Yeah, this is Larry, Moe, and Curly. I mean, you can see. God help the organization.
The
is all I
efficiency
can
of
say.
how we
Yeah,
work,
yeah.
you know, like just a Swiss watch making
Well, we
administrative
delegate
decisions.
these kinds of issues. We delegate.
But if I had to say what I'm going to miss most about Tom is our common love of everything Disney.
He's just a fantastic storyteller. So I've heard many stories about Gertrude and his trips to Vermont and other places around New England to grab books and the characters that he meets. And I think I love sitting early on in management. I usually get there early and hearing stories about his trips.
And it's just been fantastic to know Tom throughout these years. In fact, our families have grown together. Chris, his wife, happened to give me a picture of Tom when he first was at the agency. And so it's amazing what 30 years will do.
That's what's happening. I'm going out. Yes, I'm going out to pasture. Yes. Just I'll be standing around all day on corners. I'll be having the senior citizen meal. Fortunately, Dunkin' Donuts offers a senior citizen discount.
So how do it feel like?
How does it feel like?
How do it feel like when you go to work?
How does it feel like when I go to work? Actually, when I'm coming over here, it's great fun.
I'm going to miss Mr. Tom, but I know I'm going to see Mr. Tom. I know he won't be gone because I know Mr. Tom, he loves this building. So I know he'll be here, and I know he'll be helping out. And I know he'll be here for shows, and I know he'll be here for Thanksgiving dinner. But I love Mr. Tom.
Because the transition's been underway.
And we've started, you know, our interactions as they will be after January. So
yeah, he's picked out a new carpet color.
And what do you
paint chips?
And what do you say to me though? It's like, that's my, pick a topic. Here's my 2 cents, Rick. You're the one that's going to have to live with it. Take it under advisement.
And at this point in time, that's what I should be doing.
And it's right, but lesser people wouldn't have the perspective to do that.
And that's because you're
Really?
so smart.
Well, with that, I think I should go move some boxes.
We'll leave it on a good note.
We'll leave it on a good note. All right, well, there you go. Thank you, staff, but especially thank you, auxiliaries. You are the heart, you are the soul of this organization, and there will always be a caring child and family so long as you continue. So, hey, a big round of applause for all of you.
Like a boat out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you